Morning, friends. Welcome to Lesley's Living Room. Today I have a story for you about thunder, and I have an idea that some of you might be afraid of thunder and lightning. Are you afraid of thunder and lightning? It's okay to have fears, but let me show you a couple of things about how to get over the fears or help yourself calm down so that you can get through the thunder and lightning. One of the ways is Thunder Cake by Patricia Pelasco. The little girl here in the picture, she's afraid of thunder, and her grandmother shows her a way to get past her fear and teaches her a little bit about thunder and lightning. And in that, they make you got it, thunder cake. But there's other ways too that can help you get past the fear of thunder. You can do a little deep breathing. You can smell the flower and blow out the candle. You can take deep breaths in and blow them out until you get calm. Or you can do also laughter yoga. When we read the story about the 7 little monkeys, we learned a little bit about laughter yoga. And if you haven't watched the video about 7 little monkeys, I'd say go back and watch it again too. But laughter yoga is a voluntary laughter. And instead of something making you laugh and you laughing, it's you laughing for no particular reason. And in this case, we're laughing because we're a little bit afraid of the thunder, and it will help our body calm down, get good oxygen inside our body, and it will help us have a little joy instead of the fear. So we're going to try a little laughter yoga, but before we do, we're going to start with a little clapping exercise. And then we're going to do this. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Now let's do it a little faster. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And then we go. Very good, very good, very good. Yay. All right, my friends. Now let's do a little thunder laughter. And what we'll do is we'll make a real loud clap with our hands and then just start laughing. You can dance while you're laughing, or you can just laugh for no real reason. All right, are you ready? Now you can continue that as much as you need to help you get past the fear of thunder. But let's read Thunder Cake. Are you ready? All right, remember, I read the story, I turn the pictures around for you to see, so please be patient. Are you ready? Shh. Turn on your listening ears. Okay, are you ready? Is the volume up? Okay, perfect. Thunder Cake by Patricia Pelasco. On sultry summer days, my grandmother's farm in Michigan, the air gets damp and heavy. Storm clouds drift over the fields. Birds fly close to the ground, and the clouds glow for an instant with sharp crackling light, and then roaring, low, thundering sound of thunder makes the windows shudder in their panes. The sound used to scare me when I was little. I loved to go to Grandma's house. Babushka, I used to call my grandma, had come from Russia years before. But I feared Michigan's thunderstorms. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. I always hid under my bed when a storm moved near my farmhouse. This is the story of how my grandma, my babushka, helped me overcome my thunderstorms. When I was a little girl, I used to hide at the very top of my bed on my pillows when we had thunderstorms. Grandma looked at the horizon and drew a deep breath and said, "This is a thunder cake baking weather, all right. It looks like a storm is coming." "Child, come out from under that bed. It's only thunder you're hearing," my grandma said. The air was hot, heavy, and damp. A loud clap of thunder shook the house, and it rattled the windows, and it made me grab her real close. "Steady, child," she cooed. Unless you let go of me, we won't be able to make a thunder cake today." "Thunder cake?" I stammered, as I hugged her even close. "Don't pay any attention to that old thunder, except to see how close the storm is getting. When you see the lightning, start counting, real slow. When you hear the thunder, stop counting. The number is how many miles away the storm is. Understand?" she asked. "We need to know how far away the storm is so that we have time to make the cake and get it into the oven before the storm comes, or it won't be a real thunder cake." So did you hear how she said to know how far the storm is away? You see the lightning, and then you count real slow until you hear the thunder, and then you know how many miles the storm is away. Her eyes surveyed the black clouds way off in the distance, and then she strode into the kitchen. Her worn hands pulled back a thick book from the shelf above the wood stove. "Let's find that recipe, child." She crowded over as she lovingly fingered the grease-stained pages of the grease to a grease spot. "Here it is, thunder cake." She carefully pinned the ingredients on a piece of notepaper. "Now let's gather all the things we need," she exclaimed as she scurried towards the back door. We were by the barn door when a huge bolt of lightning flashed. I started counting like Grandma told me to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the thunder roared. 10 miles. It's 10 miles away, Grandma, as she looked into the sky. "About a half hour, I'd say." "You have to hurry, child. Gather the eggs careful like," she said. "The hens from mean old Nellie Peckhen." I was scared. I knew she would try to peck me. "I'm here. She won't hurt you. Just get them eggs," Grandma said softly. The lightning flashed again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 miles away, Grandma reminded me. Milk was next. Milk from old Kick Cow. As Grandma milked her, Kick Cow turned and looked mean right at me. I was scared. She looked so big. Zip went the lightning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I counted. Boom went the thunder. 8 miles, child, said Grandma. Now we have to get chocolate and sugar and flour from the dry shed. I was scared as we walked down the path from the farmhouse through the tangled woods to the dry shed. Suddenly, lightning split the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, boom, crashed the thunder. It scared me a lot, but I kept walking with Grandma. Another jagged edge of lightning flashed as I crept into the dry shed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I counted. Crackle, crackle, boom, kaboom! The thunder bellowed. It was dark, and I was scared. I'm here, child, Grandma said softly from the doorway. Hurry now, we haven't got much time. We've got everything but the secret ingredient. I wonder, what do you think is the secret ingredient of this thunder cake? Let's see. 3 overripe tomatoes and some strawberries, Grandma whispered, as she squinted at the list. I climbed up high on the trellis. The ground looked a long way down, and I was scared. I'm here, child, she said. Her voice was soft and steady. You won't fall. I reached 3 luscious tomatoes, while she picked the strawberries. Lightning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I counted. Ka-rum, bang, ka-rum, boom, 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 the thunder growled. We hurried back to the house and the warm kitchen, and we measured the ingredients. I poured them into the mixing bowl while Grandma mixed. I churned butter for the frosting and melted the chocolate, and finally we poured the batter of the cake into the pans and we put them in the oven together. Lightning lit the kitchen. I only counted to 3, and the thunder rumbled and crashed. 3 miles away, Grandma said, and the cake is in the oven. We've made it. We have a real thunder cake. Here they are, putting all the ingredients together, putting the cake in the oven. I thought as the storm rolled closer. She was right. I was brave. Brave people can't be afraid of sound, child, she said as we spread out the tablecloth on the table. When we were done, we hurried into the kitchen to take the cake out of the oven. After the cake had cooled, we frosted it. Just then, the lightning flashed, and this time it lit the whole sky. Even before the last crash had faded, the thunder rolled and boomed and crashed and baraka-boom just above us. The storm was here. Perfect, Grandma cooed. Just perfect. She beamed as she added the last strawberry to the glistening frosting on top of the thunder cake. As rain poured down on our roof, Grandma cut a wedge for each of us. She poured us a steaming cups of tea from the stamover. And when the thunder roared above us so hard that it shook the windows and rattled the dishes in the cupboard, we just smiled and ate our thunder cake. And from that time on, I never feared the voice of thunder again. On the back page of this book is the recipe for thunder cake. If you freeze my video long enough, you might be able to get the whole recipe down. For those of you who go to my school, I'll scan this into the computer and also email this to you. All right, there we go. Thunder cake. I hope you enjoyed that story today, and I hope it helped you a little bit to learn how to get past the fear of thunder. Remember, when you see the lightning, count till the thunder roars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when the thunder crashes, you know how far away the storm is. If it keeps getting further and further in your numbers and you're counting and it's higher and higher, then the storm is going away from you and you have no more need to fear. And also remember to do those breathing techniques and try a little laughter yoga. And most of all, don't forget, wash your hands front, back, back, in between. I said front, back, in between. Don't forget the thumbs. Don't forget under the jewelry. And do that for 20 seconds until you either count to 20 or you sing happy birthday twice through, or you have a 20-second song that you got from the internet, because there's lots of them out there. And then if you have to cough or sneeze, cough or sneeze into your elbow. And if you don't have a long sleeve shirt on, wash that with soap and water too to get rid of the germs. Okay? And then if you have to blow your nose, if you have that runny feeling down your lip or you have to blow your nose, wipe that stuff up, blow your nose, wipe it, put your tissue in the trash, and wash your hands front, back, back, in between. Said front, back, in between. Got thumbs. Fingernails too, I forgot about that. Under the jewelry. And have a great day. Be safe. And I'll see you soon. Bye.